BNP Paribas, partenaire des plus belles histoires de Roland-Garros, aux côtés des ramasseurs de balles depuis plus de 50 ans.
Yes, it was a very great match for my side. I think the start of each set, you know, with early break gave me then the confidence to keep going, and I'm very happy about today's match.
Hi, Jannik. As someone would say, not too bad. But do you feel you've been tested enough so far in this French Open?
Well, I think in early stages of Grand Slams is good that you don't spend so much time if you have the chance on court, and so I'm happy to do that. In the other way, sometimes I think kind of matches like this they can change quickly, you know, in any case, because if you don't start well in one set, then the match can go long and you cannot control it, and we saw that, you know, in occasions here throughout the tournament. So you have to have the focus level always very, very high, because unexpected things can happen. Of course, knowing now in the next round match that it's going to be very, very difficult. Also today, you know, Jiri is an amazing player. We know that. He has shown that throughout his career. So, again, happy about how it's going until now. But in the other way, it's things can change from one day to the other. We saw that in Rome. I played a nearly perfect match against Casper, and then I struggled the next round. So, yeah, just trying to focus on every day, and we see how it goes.
Yeah, well done. You just mentioned the match I was going to ask about, the sort of near perfect match against Casper, and then you said it can change every day. I don't think a lot of people believed you, and then you struggled in the next round in that first set against Tommy. Do you know before you walk onto the court that you're feeling great and you're going to have one of these matches, or that you have a chance to have one of these matches, or is it just something once you start playing that you don't feel?
It also depends on your opponent. It's not that you can control everything, and I just try to control whatever I can. And today I did that, or the first 3 matches here I did that. Whatever I could control, I tried to control. And of course, like this morning, I felt that I was, you know, feeling the ball very, very good. But again, you know, the conditions can change. You know, from one moment to the other, you know, that there was raining a little bit at some point, and then after was nearly sunny. So and this changed the how the ball bounces and how fast it goes through the air. But yeah, it's again. Things can change so quickly from one day to the other. We saw this in Rome. Nobody believed me, but you know, I was in half an hour. I lost the first set in 6-1. So I have to be very careful. Andre is an incredible player. I have to be focused. He's rested. So let's see what's coming.
Jannik, well played today. This question is about Jack Draper, not necessarily in this tournament, just since the last U.S. Open, he's risen so quickly into the top 5. None of us are really that surprised to see him in the top 5, but are you surprised at how quickly and just how dominant he's been over the last period of time? And
well, I said, you know, he's a kind of player who I think we all saw the potential he has, or he had already a couple of years ago. He was very unfortunate because he was injured. He went through very difficult moments. He has changed a little bit his team, and I feel like now he is in a very consistent level of mental level and everything. So I'm good friends with him, and I'm very happy to have him as a friend. But he's now there, you know. It's things are a little bit different. Of course, we are very good friends off the court, but you know we practice a little bit less together because we might know that we can face each other in the later stages of tournaments, hopefully, because I always love to play against him. He's a huge competitor, and and I'm very happy for him. I'm the first person who is so happy for him, and he's gonna make an incredible career. You know, I wish him only the best. No, he's a very consistent player since last year of US Open. You said that. This year, maybe the most consistent player we have on tour, because he won big titles. He went far in every tournament. So, and that means that you are feeling comfortable. You know, in every tournament, in every situation, he knows how to play. He knows how to handle it. So, again, mentally, he's in a very good moment, and I'm very happy for him. So I wish him only the best.
Hi, Jannik. I want to ask you, as one of the top men's players, there's been a lot of talk at this tournament for years, and again this year, about the scheduling at this tournament and the men's and women's distribution on the schedule and the big courts, and how the women almost always get put in the first match of the day at noon when it's emptier, and the men almost always get the night session and the bigger spots. And I'm wondering, as a male player, would you like to see this tournament get in line with the other Grand Slams and have a more equal sort of gender division of the schedule?
Yeah, I've heard some players, no, and look, we don't make the schedule. You know, we are players, and we don't make the schedule. We have the same amount of men's and women's matches on the big courts. We have the same amount of prize money on men's and women, and you know the night schedule. I don't make the schedule. You know, so I cannot give you any feedback. So I don't want to comment on that or go into details. No, but I think we have equal so many things at the moment here, and it's nice to see. So yeah, so maybe things can change in future. I don't know.
If you did make the schedule, would you do it differently? Would you make it more fair?
But fair? What do you mean?
Fair distribution in the night sessions, in the best slots. There hasn't been a women's match at night in over 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, there is in my point of view, men's matches, they are best of 5. You know, we know that. Women's, they are best of 3. If they want to put women's in the night, they have to put at least 2 matches, you know, because if someone has a bad day and someone a very good day, the match is over in less than an hour. So they could play potentially a couple of women matches in the evening. A men's, to put 2 matches there, it's impossible, because it can go so long, or you start at 6 and then it's okay, but it's too long. But in the other way, again, I'm not making the schedule. You know, I cannot. All I know is that we still have the same amount of men's and women matches on here, for example, on center court. There is 2 and 2. The same is in Len Lang. The same is in Simon Mathieu at the moment. So there is quite a lot equal. But again, I don't make the schedule. So yeah, if they want to put night sessions in women, they have to play 2, I guess. You know, that's the only thing I can say. Then, yeah.